Welcome back. We're inside the run today because it is that beautiful time of the year in upstate New York where everything's white, snow's already on the ground, and it's actively snowing, putting more snow on the ground, and it's just beautiful out there. So we're inside of the covered run right here with all the girls. I have their favorite snack this time of year. This is a really cheap option to give them a fun warm treat. You just get a bag of frozen corn, stick it in the microwave. You can really do it with any veggie, but they really like the corn. Keeps them warm, keeps their body working. But you can heat it up so it's nice and warm in the microwave. A couple minutes, come out here, sprinkle it around, give them something to do inside the run in the cold day. So we're gonna spread this around and then we'll get into our video of who we are ranking this week. All right, so you can see we got the corn spread everywhere. Everybody's going nuts trying to eat it. Inside this run, we have tons of stuff for them to play on to keep them entertained, and then these treats like this also are a good thing. When it's cold outside and they can't really free range, keep themselves entertained. Good way to keep themselves entertained. So let's talk about the ranking, because that's what you're here for. That's what you clicked on. All right, so this is our series where we rank all of our chicken breeds that we have, because we have a bunch of them. And every single chicken breed is ranked on 4 criteria. The first one being eggs. So that is going to be egg size, egg quantity, amount of eggs, shape, anything to do with eggs, anything unique about the egg for that chicken breed. We're going to talk about that in the first category. And I should also mention these are all out of 5, so eggs are out of 5. And then the second one is broodiness. So how often do they want to be a mother? How often do they want to sit on their eggs and in turn stop laying eggs, try to hatch them out? So that's broodiness. And then the third is friendliness. So as I mentioned, and as you can see, we have a bunch of different breeds, chickens that look all different shapes, sizes, colors, personalities. So how well does the chicken that we're ranking fit in with the flock? How well do they get along with others? Do they play nice with others? And are they friendly with humans? Like, can we handle them? Can we get near them? Do they want to come up to us unprovoked? Anything to do with friendliness. Humans, chickens, that's in the friendliness ranking. And then the last one is our wild card, kind of fun one. And it's basically, I'm calling it cuteness, but it's basically anything to do that's unique to the chicken. So are they cute in personality? Are they cute in stature? Are they cute in looks? Are they unique at all? Do they bring anything different to our flock? That's kind of a catch-all category. And how do they fit in? So those are all 4 categories. You can see got a little spiciness going on right now between a youngster and a bantam, and now Connie's getting into it. But it's the things that happen when you have a bunch of different chickens in a confined space in the winter. They wanna sit there and entertain themselves by messing with each other. Anyway, those are our 4 categories out of 20. We get our final rankings. We have our rankings of everyone that we've done so far. We'll continue to do it until we have everyone in the entire flock that we have, and then we'll have a set ranking. So without further ado, let's get into this week's ranking, which is a special one for you because it is our last bantam, and her name is Rosalind. She's the one right there in the middle. She is a Mille Fleur du Clay. She's a Belgian breed, and she is a bantam, as I've already said. She is one of the smallest in our flock as a bantam. Her and Inez up there, which is a porcelain de clay. So they're same breed, different colors. For our classification, we call them different breeds just to make it easy. So she's Mille Fleur, which Mille Fleur translates to 1,000 flowers. And that's in reference to all of those white dots you can see on her. So she has basically a white dot on every single feather that she has. And a fun thing about a lot of these, what they call flowering breeds, like a Mille Fleur with those white dots, is that as they age, every time they molt, they gain more white. So she's about 2.5 years old. And so you can see she's got a lot of white coming in, but I've seen some pictures. I'll see if I can throw up on the screen of ones that are older than her that are almost completely white. So as we've known her and as she's molted, she's gotten more and more white, particularly in her beard and chest area, which if she'll face us, you'll see. But essentially they're little tiny bantams. They have feathers on their feet, which let's see if you can show that. See down to her feet, those black feathers that stick out. And a fun thing about them is when they molt, they get all those fresh feathers, and those feet feathers stick out so far. Like, they're almost wider than they are tall. It's kind of hilarious. And then over time, like, they kind of get broken off and wore down as they're walking around and stepping on them, and other chickens stepping on them and things like that. But it's really funny to see how crazy the feet feathers are when they molt. And so they're super tiny, which is fun. Little bantam hand size. So you can see that's my hand. She fits right in there. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a beautiful color. She's got a single comb, feathered feet. She has that beard and muffs. So you can see around her eyes and her face right there. Pretty fun little breed. So let's talk about the rankings. So for category 1, eggs. As with her size, she lays a small egg, which, go figure, I mean, she's teeny tiny, so wouldn't expect a large egg out of her. But honestly, it's not crazy small. It's not like, oh, I can't even eat this, but it is like a fun size that, like, if you have kids, young kids, they would like to eat them for scrambled eggs, something like that. What I really like my bantam eggs for are hard-boiled or deviled eggs, because they're just, it's like snack size. Instead of a normal size egg where you have to take multiple bites, I like to just pop the whole thing in my mouth and just eat the whole thing, because it's perfect size for that, for snacking. I know some people like pickled eggs doing that, but I just think it's a perfect bite size for it, so it's really nice. And then also, if you're hard boiling or anything like that, it takes less time because the eggs are smaller. So if you're on a time crunch and need to cook and want a quick snack, it's faster to hard boil or steam the bantam eggs than it is standard eggs, so that's also another benefit. She lays like a cream off-white colored egg, which same thing with Nezzy up there. But so it's a smaller egg, cream off-white, and I'd say, I mean, relative to a bantam and relative to size, I think she's pretty average. There's no as far as egg production, not super high, not super strong, probably like peak 3 to 4. Right now, most of the birds aren't laying. It's the shortest days of the year, so she's not laying currently, but when she does lay, it is 3 to 4 a week, which is pretty good. And as I said, they're off-white cream, so it's not anything spectacular visually, but it is fun just to have those cute little eggs in your basket. So all in all, consider that her body size, and she lays a good amount of eggs and moderate and all that. I'd give her a 4 out of 5 for eggs. I think the only thing would be like crazy egg production or something like that, but you wouldn't expect it from the breed. So as far as breed standards go, she's right there on the bat. So I'll give her above average. Average would be a 3. I'm not going to give her the elite for eggs or anything like that, because it's not special color or anything like that. So I'll give her right there in the middle, split the difference, and give her a 4 out of 5 for eggs. Now, broodiness. As I mentioned, she's about 2.5 years old, never been broody in her life. It's not really a trait of Duclay's. A lot of bantams do go broody, like Trudy right here. She is the broodiest, but and Ursula back there behind her. But Duclay's, so far with our experience, tend not to be broody, even when it comes to being a bantam. So, very short, obligatory 1 out of 5 right there for broodiness, and she's never been broody. Now, friendliness. So, all of our bantams, which if you don't have any bantams, I would highly recommend at least getting 1 or 2 in your flock to experience them, because they are a blast to have around for their small size and just how funny they are. But all in all, our bantams on average are friendly, even like not really handling them as much as the standards. There's still just an underlying natural friendliness there, and Rosie's no exception. She's super easy to handle. She's so small that you can just pick her up in your hand. And something that I like to do with Roz and Nez right here, both the Duclays, is like you can just hold out your finger if they're perching on something, and you just slide your finger underneath them and they'll step on your finger, and they're so light that you can just carry them around on your finger, which is crazy because a lot of these other girls, like some of them, you hold out your whole arm and they step on and it feels pretty heavy and you're like, oh man, maybe this is a bad idea, I don't know how long I can hold them. But these girls, you just put them on your hand and you can just walk around them. They're so light. So that's a super fun thing to do. And she doesn't fight you. You can pick her up, carry her around. Super calm when she's in your hand. No issues there. She's not one that's going to come up in your face unprovoked, but she's also not one that runs away if you're trying to get near her. So I give her about a 4.5. Because she's not the overall like most friendly of I'm gonna be underneath your feet, but if you have to go get her, you want to see her, or you want to be near her, she doesn't run away. As you can see, I'm sitting here right now, she's just hanging out, super calm. And then on the same line, she gets along with everybody else in the flock as well. So 4.5 out of 5 there for friendliness. And then last but not least, cuteness. As you can see, she is teeny tiny. She's puffed up right now because it's cold outside and she has a little tiny body to keep warm, but she has those crazy feathered feet. She has the beard. She has the muffs. She's a little poof around her face. She's like a little ball right now. She has that beautiful color, that flowering, that orange with the black and the white, kind of like a little tiger. She's very cute. Like if you could probably tell, like I really have a soft spot for the bantams just because they're so fun. I mean, practicality wise, like unless you have a reason to have small eggs, there's no really like reason to have bantams except for the fact that they're fun. I mean, they take up less space, so you have a small backyard, something like that, but honestly, they're just pets, fun to have around. I love eating the eggs, like I said, hard boiled or that. You can see now I can see her white beard finally turned to us. But it's just a real fun, cute bird to have around. It's super entertaining just to carry around your hand, like I was saying earlier. Super light, super manageable. They're all, she is too, like super friendly. Just bantams are fun to have around, and her particularly it's a really pretty color. I love the way she looks with all the flowering, and it's cool that every year after she molts, she looks a little bit different, so you never know exactly what she's going to look like each time, so that's fun. And then also that coloration is really fun because in the fall time when she walks around with all the leaves falling down, it's like a little camouflage. It's kind of hard to find her sometimes, which is the reason why she looks like that. It's a little natural camouflage and it's really nice. And then also just her really small size when she runs around in the yard is really cute, especially tripping up over her big feathered feet. It's really adorable running around. And yeah, overall, I say cuteness. Doesn't get much cuter than that. I mean, she's teeny tiny. She'll hang out with you. She'll say hi. She'll vibe with you. She'll get carried around by you. So I'll give her a solid 5 out of 5. No questions there. Nothing else. No complaints on cuteness. Look at her. So overall, that gives her a total score of this right here on the screen, which for our overall rankings right there puts her right here. So you can see this is everybody that we've ranked so far. And we're going to continue to rank until we're done with all of our breeds and our flocks. So maybe we've already done your favorite. Go back and watch that video. And if we haven't, maybe we'll get to it. So stick around, come back, continue to watch, continue to support. Thank you for watching it right now. And thank you for getting this far in. I really appreciate it. And until next time, from Rosie, from Urs, from Trudy, from Nezzy, stay perfect.